monsters. That monstrous.
Because I remember
lady.
I told you this too. I told you this too.
I'm guessing that she
think you
poisoned it,
forgot.
so that's what my guess is.
See, what any reaction I give you would make it sound closer. It would make it sound like, you know, that you're right or you're wrong. But should I tell you of why I think about your freaking educated guess?
What do you think I'm an educated guess?
Wanna really know?
I don't know what you think, but I don't want to know the answer, the definitive answer.
I mean, I feel like that's a pretty solid guess.
Who? Okay, it's common sense.
I mean, I understand, but you would be. I'm not telling. Like, these people didn't kill her, but you would be surprised of who did things to her that didn't kill her, but.
Wait,
Like,
somebody tortured
I would
her?
say, no, just imagine getting hit with a bottle, and then it's just like, oh, I'm still gonna help you get hit with a bottle, and you're like, oh my god. I mean, to be fair, any regular person would die. She was able to before she died, she was able to get hit with like 2 glass balls on the head, and she was still fine.
Yeah. So I think. Oh my god! Oh, I thought that.
Plus,
Oh
you're
my
right,
god!
Nova.
I thought that was vomit. I was gonna say, oh my god, she vomited so much. Yes, sir. Man, I hate this man. I swear, I'm so glad somebody slapped him. I'm glad Hina had the
Who?
balls to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I
Bro,
would knock this man out.
Sakura was mad when Jill
like,
just laid hands on her.
She was like,
Leave me to her! It's like, whoa, chill. It was like a little struggle fight.
a
Like,
little
chill.
scratch,
Like,
yeah.
no,
She's like,
no.
Sakura
No.
basically just her mom.
You're like, chill,
Who hurt my
Sakura, chill.
It would make sense at that. It would make sense though, cause they're both brown. They both like working out. They're both best
And they
girls.
both like protein.
They love protein
Yeah,
to death.
chill.
It would make sense.
And they both would kill you.
Definitely not. Wait,
Yeah,
Powder.
I mean, Sakura would kill you. Just like, imagine if you.
Oh, what's
Imagine if you
Powder?
just pulled her hair or just smacked your cheeks just out of nowhere. She would kill you. They'll have a second thought. Hina would kill you if it's about food. Like, I'm not gonna let you eat today. He would just straight up smack you into oblivion, and then she would go on eating donuts in front of your face while you're over here trying to go to the hospital.
You know, she would, bro. I would actually fear to get kicked by her, cause I feel like she's one of those types that isn't really like. She's like so much strong upper body, but lower body she can just knock you out with one hit. Like that's what I feel like Hina's like. I mean, she'd be like, because she's a swimmer too, and I swim. I used to swim myself, so I get it. Let's get to that room. Boy, my man's got a Roblox sketch, I swear. That's the kind of thing you would see somebody draw on Roblox. So, how's this? Not bad for you, Amy. For me.
See.
Look at that, interesting.
I feel like you're kind of playing these games in the sort of right way,
see.
because
It's certainly possible.
Because how I'm playing it, you could really get bored because it's just mostly dialogue. How I'm playing it, it's I get it's kind of bad how I'm playing it. Sometimes you just skip
They have to belong to Sakura. Who's that freak? I know she's freaking
Who would have
buff.
the balls?
I know
Who would
Sakura
have
has to weigh a ton just to leave an indent like that. Cause Fumi's dead. Everybody else is pretty much skinny except for Sakura.
Yeah.
Except for Byakuya, the second
yeah, exactly. For some reason, he just laid off he said, you know what, I want to try out Golden Corral. then like every night out, they're like Golden Corral, definitely. Like,
Golden Barrel.
and his favorite food were the freaking chickens, and they serve at the back. You know he always
Wait.
he always comes
What
down
if
with like
Sakura
5
used that as
vanilla
protein
cups, too.
powder? Without knowing
What?
how the C4.
The C4? Are you talking about the poison?
That's what it looked like. Yeah.
So in other words,
Why would poison be called C4?
That's what it's called.
Here, drink the
C4.
C4. I wouldn't drink that. I would explode.
Man, this death seems boring now, because there's not like a bunch of blood or something, or no insane like clues.
Monokuma's kids are called the Mono Cubs, and their theme song is garbage. Oh my god. You know how music in the Danganronpa games are good. They were on complete acid, and they were as autistic as 5-year-olds who think that since they're I'm only 2, so ha. That's what their mindset was when they made their theme. Like, it just sounds so stupid. You literally could have done literally anything else. It's so bad. I want to throw something.
Okay. Oh no, I want to look at that one. Shoot.
Why is he an astronaut?
Reagan.
Honestly.
what?
I don't want you to
That's fine.
I feel like they changed. There's something about Monokuma's voice actor that just like it just seems different in the 3rd game. But when he talks, only when he talks for a long period of time, it just seems different.
Letter C and number.
We're already at the Moto, so I'm just it's safe to assume that a killing's gonna happen. In this game, there's also alternative ending, and it's bullcrap to get. Like, you have to do this hard mini game. It's like unfair Mario, but on anime acid, and it's hard. You get 15 characters. You have to. There's 16 people in the 3rd game, and once the person you're playing as hits a trap, you get to switch to the next person in line. And also, the other people that are in line could also die. And it's bullcrap hard, because you need to have good reflexes, and it's just it's bullcrap. Like,
So
I thought this was an anime dialogue game, not a freaking unfair Mario freaking anime hack. I know how to English.
Man, I'm gonna miss. I said Melissa. I'm gonna miss how Celeste would say Makoto. She said Makoto. Or should I say? I forgot her real name already. I feel like Makoto.
Yeah, me too.
Than Makoto.
Yeah.
Hey,
I forgot her real name.
I see.
I remember Celeste Ludenberg.
Anyway,
I've already looked over these. You're not. Why are you so much better than me at looking? Like, I know you're the ultimate detective or whatever, but you're not better than me. I have plot armor. I've seen all these and know what's happened. Sakura got hit in the head with bottles,
Plot
and that's
armor in this
blood.
game only makes you survive. It's not gonna.
I can just leave. Wait, what? I can just leave? Look over them
Yeah,
one
you
more
can
time.
just leave.
Wait, hold on. What's my goal? I mean, oh, you're watching the stream now.
Yeah.
Oh, the magazine's upside down.
Hey.
You know what? You can use the map.
Oh, while I'm in here? What?
Now, if on the map, there's stuff with exclamation points,
Correct.
and you could go there, and that's how I find
So,
stuff.
however,
What the heck? I won't forgive you.
What? No, it can't be that because the Kotoka. Oh, actually, wait, never mind. I'm not smart. No, wait, no,
What?
it couldn't have been that because she had to, you know. Okay,
Yeah,
actually,
Toko, you know how Toko, first of all, Toko, actually it's genocide jail. Genocide jail only kills males, and they have to put them in the T-posing scissor position, which is really dank, memeish weird.
hold on, I gotta think about this for a second.
Like,
So
it's like TikTok. That's what it feels
it
like.
can't be genocide Jill because she's too scared to, or not genocide. She can't. She just doesn't.
She's
The
weird.
body's not right. The body's just not right. And also
Yeah, she only kills
boys. And then Toko.
You
The only reason that
already
Toko
know
could
it
have did
can't
it.
be.
I guess only she could have
Can't
really
be
did
Hina
it.
because they have a really, really close relationship.
And Toko wouldn't have a reason to kill Sakura because Sakura didn't do anything to
mean-
Byakuya.
It could be Byakuya, but Byakuya doesn't. I don't think he would kill.
But then again,
He's more of that. He's more of like that. Nya, I hate you. Leave me alone. Stab on them haters. And Kyoko, she's just she's
I mean, she
she's
did.
like
do it.
second main character. She's like second main character. So I don't think you know what? Yeah, she's second main character.
I don't. Wait, what do I have to go? Let's go back.
Should I tell you about the alternative ending you get in this game?
There's an alternate ending.
hey,
Yeah. It's not like, see, with the ending, it's, what happens is, it plays a scene, and with the scene, like, once the scene is over, just, you don't have to, like, reload a save or the game ends, you just, it was like it's kind of like a flashback, like, what if this happens?
Oh.
I don't know if you need a certain item, because all I did was guess. I pressed run away as the option,
so,
but, it wouldn't let me do that.
And there's
Who
two bottles.
would've knew?
hey, anyway,
You know which
That doesn't
character I
matter.
hated the most?
so then,
Mondo.
What? I heard
I-
about Mondo. What?
I hate Mondo. Like, if you think about it, Mondo is a stupid idiot who likes to yell at people when they acknowledge the fact that what's true is true. Like, at the beginning, your haircut's ugly. What? I'm gonna beat you up now. Makoto, how about we just, like, all just get along? Mondo. Falcon. Punch. And then,
So
like,
then-
oh my god. Like, why would you do that?
in other words,
And then, after the second trial, we figured out he wanted to keep his secret
listen,
safe. But we already knew that Monokuma would be a little snitch
in other
and tell
words,
them anyway, so... Plus, it wasn't
then-
really... He didn't kill his brother. His brother saved them. And
Yeah.
had the...
so then,
And... So basically, he killed somebody for no reason.
Wait, it's heavier?
I knew
Yeah,
it.
it's heavier.
In other words, hey,
It's dumb. It's... Celeste did... I feel like there was another girl. Nope. Chihiro does not count as a girl.
Oh yeah, let's look at this.
So... Hey. Correct. So...
Get off the tread, block the door. Anything remotely special? Wait, what time would it be now?
I just,
1.
there's just something about the way she dressed. Tiyoko dresses. It's just like she dressed like she's a businessman, but with a skirt.
Well, let's look at the Monokuma box.
I mean, I feel like you should leave if
Hey.
you can leave. You know what? I should probably, you know what I should do? Pull up the freaking trial evidence of what's going to happen.
So... Indeed.
Would that mean that there's multiple bottles? I mean, judging off how they're arranged,
It's-
it makes sense.
I feel like they don't care about Junko. They cared about Leon for a little bit. Mondo, I don't even care about him. So what's the
Why?
point of like Mondo? You shouldn't care about. Fume is just an idiot, and Taka basically he's in a sad situation because
Just
he
a
did
second.
nothing wrong.
Hey.
He lost his best friend.
Phew.
Yes, his best friend's dumb. And he dies. Because fat boy Hifuma is like, you trying to steal my waifu computer?
It's
We
true.
ain't having that today, boy. We gonna square
So-
up. Got my hammer. It's just dumb.
Hey.
What?
Correct. I see.
She has some little feet.
Hey.
Oh my god.
It's true. It would seem...
That yellow powder looks like a bar.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Correct.
Or pee. I mean, I don't think pee is like that thick.
Who would pee on Sakura? Like, that's a quick way to die.
She just peed on her shoes. I would just imagine that person. I thought she peed on her shoes and now and then she can't eat them.
No, it's like Kyoko just like, I have to go. Like, what do you eat? You could have went. I had to guard the body. It's like, so we don't have to pee on her shoes. Oh my god,
Wait a
that's
minute.
just a
It's
bad
true.
thing, this.
If Kyoko knows about Chihiro being a boy, does that mean she?
Touch the
She-
ding-a-ling.
Yep.
No way, already?
What?
It's already that time?
For trial?
You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so bullshit.
Ray, you serious?
Okay, then let's begin.
What?
Did you go to the
Go through
freaking
the red...
room where there's the poison?
I went there already, yeah.
Oh yeah, then yeah. I don't remember much about. Fifth chapter is the daily life is long, but the deadly life isn't long. The trial is really short too.
Oh my god,
Chapter
I'm not
6
ready.
is just the deadly life. It's a long trial, but it's mostly trial because there's not much
That's all of us that's
evidence
left?
there. Yeah, and the epilogue.
What?
I mean, the people.
Yeah.
Yes, in...
XD.
Well,
6 people.
yes, indeed. What? I can't wait! I can't wait!
What? That Kirby? That was Kirby.
Where was Kirby?
Don't look at me! Don't be mean!
What the heck? What the heck?
Don't look at me.
Man, Sakura was one of my favorite characters. She was like a nice buff person. They're gonna be what he said all the time.
Technically, you spoiled Sakura the game for me. You said Sakura died, and I'm like, really? How? Why? Why would you tell me this? You didn't say what chapter or how. You just said she died.
Well, everybody has to die eventually. Byakuya dies because he's obese.
Know.
I don't know. Did he actually die in the second game? I want to know.
Want to know?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I want to know if he dies in the second game. Yes.
You sure?
No.
100% sure.
Because now, saying, "Are you sure?" You're gonna be like, "Yeah, he died of obesity."
I mean,
No. I much rather wait. I much rather wait. Much rather wait to see that day. Okay, let me go look up my, you know.
to be honest, I can't really. Either way, we're wrong. If you look at, I'm just telling you, the answer is yes and no. That's what I have to tell you.
Alright. But trial. Is trial 4?
It's yes and no.
Trial 4.
I mean, you gotta think. Since he's in the second game, you're assuming he survived in this game.
Tell me
Like-
would stop. Alright.
Let me pull up the trial thing, because, you know.
Alright. Oh my god, there's like nobody. What's the game? What's that one? Whoa.
This is kind of. Now then.
Under assigned seats. Deadly Riddle Deadly. A deadly class trial. Oh my god. Okay.
What class trial is this for?
Yeah. Where's my ambidextrousness? Man, it costs 4.
What
Okay, that's
cost
good.
for?
Covers quickly. Ambidextrousness that Hina gave me. It makes my aim better. That's
Yeah, you already know you got bad aim.
and then increases the focus gauge by 2.
In the second game, they deal the trial health and focus way better than they do in the first game. They took, it's not a heart, it's not 5 hearts. In this game, you could get more than 5 hearts, but I don't know how.
Wait a minute, hold on. Allows you to lock on to 2 wait, hold on. Lock on to 2? I gotta see them about that. Okay, well, what am I gonna drop? That's my question.
I don't know. But in the second, instead of losing 1 heart and giving you basically 5 tries no matter what mode you're playing in, this game gives you a full-on health bar with a full-on focus bar. That's not like 5. That's not like 7 stars.
Alright.
Gives you a health bar. Depending on what mode you play,
Begin with a
you
basic
take more
explanation of the
damage.
class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you
And for
can
some
figure
reason,
out
in the third
who
game,
done
they
it,
just went
then
back to
only
the
they
same
will receive
route.
punishment.
In the
But
third game, they just
if
went
you
back
pick
to
the wrong one, then
5
I'll
hearts,
punish
which I'm
everyone
so
besides
confused.
the blackened,
Like,
and the
it was-
one that now then.
It was
already know who
stupid.
did what.
I mean, it
The
wasn't
one who
really
killed
stupid.
Sakura
if you
is
paid
one of the
attention
people
more.
that hated
Just
her.
know.
Byakuya,
But I like
Kyoko,
how it
or
was in
Hero.
the second game.
It
And
was
I
one
bet
of you.
everyone liked it. So why would they change it back to where it was in the first game?
Yeah, I'd never kill
I really
someone.
need to
No
pull up
way.
that walkthrough.
Hero,
Or
no,
not even-
Hero's probably my favorite male character. I'm saying that right now. Cause Hero.
Oh, Hero. Okay.
Cause like, I know he would never kill anyone. He's like that chill, laid back
I
guy.
didn't realize.
Stupid excuses.
You know what? I just realized something. He is brown.
Yeah.
And plus, you know what? In Smash Bros, the closest character will ever get to a black character is Mr. Game & Watch in Smash Bros. Falco is like second closest because, you know.
What's her thing? What's her account? Sakura, Nasa, Toko, Byakuya, and Yasuhiro. Asking them to all meet in the rec room by noon.
Oh yeah, wait, pause it, so I can see if the walkthrough exists.
Oh yeah,
Dang,
this is actually...
This game needs to like, I mean, not the, this walkthrough needs to load faster.
Oh my god, it's like... Okay, this is gonna take a good hour and a half, so... I better strap in for this one, guys, because this is gonna take a while.
I mean, every trial takes like 2 hours. That's at least 2 hours. Like 2 hours and 30 minutes. This one's an hour and a half. That's nothing compared to everything else. And I feel in the first, I mean, the one in chapter 5 is like 30 minutes. God.
Oh, so it's apparently something that Hero says is what it is. It's just cause of that, alright.
It was one of you.
Oh, whoops, I forgot the
One
controls.
of you killed.
And what reason did...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't...
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Yep, this is IG.
No, I hit the... Ah, I
That's
suck!
about as low as you can
Yeah, we
get.
know.
But not as steep.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason did...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't...
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Is this the...
I forgot the controls of this game. I don't want to talk
That's
about it.
as low as you can get.
I don't...
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because
Did you miss
hated her.
Oh my god.
Is that it?
That doesn't make any...
That's the only reason you
Biggest
have
L
for
of 2019. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong!
Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Well, in the Japanese version,
Yeah,
they say different
And that
things.
was right before she died.
Nah, I
Because
mean,
on the Japanese version, it says exactly. It says instead of yeah, another before she died. On the Japanese version, it says exactly, and it's right before she was killed.
So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed
I don't know
her.
what I hate
And
about
on here it
looking up
says-
walkthroughs that of what the right answers is.
What?
Some of these walkthroughs are just dumb, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. It's like, what was the point of that?
And so on here it says there's no doubt about it. One of them is the murderer in the Japanese version, but on here it says that there's no doubt about it. One of these three killed her. So I guess it's different dialogue for different things. And they don't call her Hina on the Japanese version. They just call her Asahina instead of just Hina. So
That's Japan for you, so stop complaining.
I'm not complaining. Oh, whoa, oh, the animation is different too, but it's not pocket trash.
The fact
I
that
gotta get this
Sakura
one
wanted
on.
to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of
Honestly,
you is
think that these
absolutely guilty.
walkthroughs
I don't
need to be
deny that
actually
she wanted
good
to meet
instead
with
of
us,
just like,
but I never
so
went to see her.
this is chapter 4. There's an
I
image,
didn't
and
either.
that's it.
Yeah,
You just
same
look at
here.
it like,
I
what
never
was?
saw her.
Why? Why would you spend
Yeah, got
time
it.
putting this as a walkthrough? Okay, this is. Okay, this might be it. This
Kira,
might be it.
When we were talking before,
Free
you dropped
time.
a small piece
Oh, I
of
think
paper,
this is the
remember?
one.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's
Okay, I got the thing. I got the thing.
Ever since we got into the
Hold up.
warehouse,
So,
I
are we
totally
on the second
monopolized
truth
that
bullet?
entire box of candy.
Well, I already got it.
No way a
Let's
single
finish
one
that
of them was left in the
Okay,
warehouse.
so that means
that
we're on
case,
the
Hero,
third
Where
one.
did you-
which
From
is-
Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Okay.
Well,
I just
I mean,
since you're not playing on like
yeah,
a thing
sure, I
that
got it
gives
from
you,
her, but
bro. On mean mode, they give you like 30 seconds to answer the questions. Like, who
she
did
gave
the
it to
thing?
me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with
just
what
have to
happened to
guess,
her.
and it's
When?
Really?
When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
I got it!
Andy.
I'm not sure about that, Hero.
There's
Hina
even the
didn't
closing
actually give
argument
Sakura the
thing.
candy till after she left the nurse's office.
Which
so
is
if that was the
kinda
last time you
helpful.
saw her, there's no reason you
Oh,
should
when
have had
Sakura
that
got
candy.
the candy.
Damn it!
Yeah, it shows it.
I mean, what I meant was,
Well,
oh, that's right. I did
Well,
meet up
if
with
you-
her in the rec room.
well,
You
if
got
you
a
just
problem with that?
if you need help,
Sudden
just say,
hostility.
hey, I need help. Then I'll pull
Well,
up
we
with
just
the
talked.
guide.
That's all. I didn't do anything.
Speaking
You gotta
of guide,
believe me.
I'm
You're
gonna
acting
play
incredibly
Smash Bros on my
suspicious.
Switch
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
since I'm
Was it-
bored.
Was it actually Hero?
You are hostile.
Did he do something?
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Yes, obviously Hero slept
Proof?
her.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message. At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for
Sayaka.
myself.
See?
Come on now,
See?
Yamcha's here.
Toko did it.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hero, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Wait, what?
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it.
Oh snap!
I found
do
it
you
right
need
there
help?
at the scene
Oh,
of
I
the
got it.
crime. Af-
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Let's end the body. 3 cents, guys. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm so confused. Alright, I'm on magazine dying message.
You need help?
Probably, yeah. I feel like I'm gonna have to
Okay,
copy something
magazine.
here.
Okay, it says when Ogre's body was discovered in magazine shelf.
When Ogre's body was discovered
I
in
can tell
magazine
you
shelf.
exactly when I found
Hey,
the
on what slide?
dying...
On what slide?
I don't know. You just gotta look through. Gotta look through it. I'm not telling.
message. When Ogre's body
The
was
word?
discovered.
You see where Ogre's body was discovered and it was wrong!
Shoot!
What did you go? Did you go to magazine shelf?
I can tell you
I
exactly
think
when
the
I found...
answer is the. I think. Wait, is the message your only option?
Yeah?
Are you really? Try pressing L1.
They didn't give me any other
dying
bullets.
message.
Yeah, it's so much just that.
Okay then. This walkthrough sucks.
Hold on, I gotta pull up
Magazine
mine.
shelf. It says magazine shelf.
Gotta pull up my own walkthrough. Oh, and in the Japanese version it says Fukawa instead of Toko.
You know what? Though I feel like the walkthroughs I look up is wrong. Are wrong for like some part. Because when I was looking up the first chapter of the third game, for some reason they were just brain dead. Like they would say it's the third evidence, and it's the second the second statement, but no, it's actually the fourth evidence in the second statement. They get it wrong, and you're just like, oh my god, this is supposed to be a guide. What's the point of putting up a guide if it's gonna be wrong?
So apparently, okay. Oh, I need to copy inside the rack.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, so make sure I got
And
it right.
I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Wait, that's not what it was.
I
Say
found
it.
the magazine tucked away on the
There
magazine
you go.
shelf.
Yeah, you know what?
When
I'm
I
not
pulled
even
it
gonna
out,
try with the
I
walkthrough.
saw her
This
final
walkthrough's
words.
on some
What's your
other
problem? What I said makes total
doo-doo. It's on
sense.
some doo-doo with extra residue on it.
Residue.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, so the guide was right. You're just dumb.
You didn't tell me I had to copy anything.
That magazine was sitting on the shelf
I didn't
nearby.
know it was a copy.
That's where Kyoko
You didn't
found
say
it.
copy.
And you
So blame
weren't
the
at the
guy,
murder
not
scene.
me.
So there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hero. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us,
Yeah,
and
this
we
guy
know who
is
the killer
gay.
is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Oh, the truth. Oh, it's one of these.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
I'm
The occult is
definitely right.
bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Hey.
I'm at
Hey.
least 30%
Hey.
right.
I forgot how to reload the gun.
The
I
occult
swear.
is bullcrap.
Yeah, you're not. I don't feel like you're gonna do this.
The end is nigh.
Oh, I got
Show me the
negative 10.
proof. I'm at least 30% right.
I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna spam this. I'm
The
gonna
occult
clap
is
his cheeks.
bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Look at me clapping his
I'm at
cheeks
least
right now.
30% right.
Look at this. I'm doodling on him.
The occult is bullcrap.
Look at that. Doodled on.
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Doodled on.
I'm completely unconvinced that
I mean,
Sakura wrote
kinda.
that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
You're not really good.
Then who did write it?
Hero
Yes,
could
him.
very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
Hold on. I gotta play some music or something. Cause if I don't play music, this is gonna be boring. I guess as far as the music is.
You're boring. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I got all y'all.
hate you.
I got all y'all. I got all y'all. All y'all got cooked. I'm taking my W. Yes.
I hate you.
I have to play that, bro.
We're
You
not
just
friends
did
anymore.
exactly as the note asked.
No chicken
What a
nuggets
fool.
at any sleepovers for
And
you.
when I got there,
I know everybody.
and that's all she said. After suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. We're gonna end it today.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then
She's telling
I
herself?
saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp.
I just read that there was just
I
a
didn't see her
hero, like
move again after that.
Sakurai.
Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
The Sakura
so I
in
wrote
this
Toko's
game
name in blood
is way
across a
better than
magazine
the
on the
Sakura in
table and
Naruto.
I
Because this Sakura in this game has purpose, unlike the one in Naruto. Just sits around, contemplating,
that's what
thinking
happened.
she's pretty and
Go ahead.
ready for
Roast
Sasuke.
me,
In
boil
reality,
me, do
she's
whatever you
ugly,
want.
You're
everyone
not gonna
hates
get off
her.
that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
And if
You're ready
Sakura's
to
your
vote now,
waifu,
right?
then you have
We know
personal
who
issues
did it.
and you
No,
need help.
I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
Wait, hold on. What? Wait, so he flat out said that he killed her. But maybe he thinks he killed
There's
her, but he
one
really
thing that
didn't.
Hiro's story just now doesn't explain, and until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Why he picked Toko? Well, like his name was hidden. Why he didn't use Sakura's finger? I'm saying why he picked Toko. What? Okay, that's an L. Why the magazine was hidden? Yeah, there it was. Yeah, I got it.
That's true. Everything. By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh, well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Sherlock
Then-
Holmes.
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
So it was Toko.
I got it!
I got
It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have...
Nigga chin. I remember that. He was the nigga chin.
Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We
You
already
haven't
know
seen
who
that?
did
The
it,
nigga
right?
chin?
Never seen what?
The nigga chin. I'll send it to you.
What?
I'll send it to you right now. Alright, I just sent it to you.
Hero just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Blast you!
The
I don't doubt Hero
notification.
attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro
Every
isn't
time
the
we
killer.
get sex,
You can't
every
be
time one of my
serious.
girlfriends
That's
texts me, I'm just like,
I don't believe it!
it's
Hero,
like, you know why
Tell
weekends
us what
exist?
happened one more time.
So I can
If we
get away
go
from
through
you
it once
guys,
more,
okay?
it should
If
become
I'm on my
clear
weekend,
he's
it means
not
I don't wanna
Sakura's killer.
communicate with you.
So,
Therefore, you should like,
what do you want me
know,
to do?
literally do
Just
anything
tell us what
else
happened
but
one more time
waste my weekend
when you
time.
attacked
I'm trying
Sakura.
to play
I don't really see
Danganronpa.
why,
It's a
but
better use
okay.
of my life than, you know, interacting with you stupid PP heads that probably eat white people. Just out of curiosity.
I didn't want to, but
Hold on.
All my friends are watching this.
They are?
I mean, they might be. They might be. They could be. They could hear that and then they're gonna complain.
Well, it's not nice to talk about your friends like that.
Why?
Alright,
I just watched the video and I'm confused.
Trial.
That sounds like something else.
I know. That's why it's funny. Alright. Oh, well, I'm actually about like, I think I'm about like halfway through this, actually. Oh, no, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am, oh my god, I have so much to do. Hold on, wait, what bullets do I have?
I grabbed him on a Kuma.
No, wait, okay. What? Trey, I need help now.
What happened?
Basically, the point of the game is, okay, I gotta explain this to him. Okay, so basically, 15 people went to this really prestigious school, and it turned out it wasn't prestigious at all, and it was shut down and basically run by another person. Well, not really, like, that's what you're led to think. And then basically, only way out is that they have to kill a person, and then they become blackened. And then when they're blackened, they basically like, that means that no one really knows who did it, and then they have to do this trial. And if they get it wrong, everybody dies for that person, and they get to leave. But if they get it right, then that person dies. And basically that's why this is happening, because the buff girl Sakura died.
I'll tell them the point of this
game.
The point of this game is to read some nice, simple dialogue, then fall in love with a character that may or may not die. But since, you know, about 2 people die per chapter, sometimes even 3, if you're just that unlucky,
yeah, that's how it is. Then you gotta go to court.
That they will die.
That's
and
how
then
it
you
works.
get to feel heartbroken, but then in the end, they treat it like everything's okay.
That's basically what it is. Alright.
Then as chapters go on, you realize more things, like you get more questions, which makes you want to play more.
Yeah, that's actually what happens, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what these are. So, okay, yellow powder. Wait, is it yellow powder though? Oh, it's Kyoko's examination summary. Okay, yeah. Basically, yeah.
Bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind.
Wait, hold on.
Necessarily get shanked.
Yeah, just
don't
once.
necessarily get shanked.
No, that's not what I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at it. It's like, so you hit her from behind.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. Is like, wait, no.
Sakura died from Hiro's single
pause.
blow. That doesn't explain why
You
she
don't
had
get
2
shanked.
head wounds.
Each character has a certain talent in their death. is related to that talent. So let's say somebody's
That's right.
talent is
She had 2 separate wounds on her
baseball.
head.
And remember,
you might get
this
pummeled
girl
by
examines dead
5
bodies
million
as a hobby.
baseballs.
Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
This is Monokuma instead of Monokuma.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was
Somebody
attacked twice
slapped her
with 2
again.
Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the
Well,
Monokuma
if you have no
bottles
talent,
themselves.
then you died normally. I don't know.
What if you have no
There's
talent?
something very suspicious about those bottles.
Do you not see the way they're arranged? That's... There had to be 2.
Once you understand that
What
point,
if you have
you'll
no
understand
talent?
why 2 separate Monokuma
Well,
bottles must have been used.
You died to a
Think back.
thing. That's
After the
something
incident,
about you.
there were
like,
4
I don't know. Let's
Monokuma
say
bottles left on the shelf,
you're a stupid
right?
head. I don't know.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the
Then
ground,
you're
along with the chess piece
you
it
have
had
no
inside.
talent. Then I
That
guess
was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura
sucks
with,
to be
right?
you then.
For now, just note
still
that there were
die,
4
so
intact
it's not
bottles
like you can
and
avoid
1
that.
broken bottle. But originally,
If you
there
do
were
the
6
crime,
bottles in total,
Get to die.
meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
The way they were laid
That's
out.
easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
All the different pieces. Oh. Uh-oh, Hangman's Gambit. I bet it's his chess piece. Yeah. I need to see. Where's another S? Get out my way. That was pretty easy.
Now I understand.
It's not easy.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King.
I know
rook,
just how you feel. I
bishop,
freaking
pawn.
hate Toko. She's so
I definitely
annoying.
remember-
She's always like, oh,
And
this
the
is this
piece
and this
that
is
was
that. And
inside
then
the
she's always
broken
really
bottle
annoying
we
about it.
found was
Nothing.
the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
And not
I
to
guess you
mention
don't
that
know
she has
too much about
another
chess, do
personality
you?
that's
Then
also a
let me
killer,
explain.
and she's like,
In chess,
What?
there are 6 different
Yeah.
pieces. The king,
no wonder why
the queen,
Byakuya
the rook,
won't.
knight, bishop, and pawn.
I should be a voice actor.
What was left intact
What was
at the
left
crime
intact
scene
at the
were the
crime scene
king,
were the king,
rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground
On the
was
ground
the knight.
was the knight.
Oh,
So the
so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence
Well,
for
we have
5
evidence for
bottles
five
at the
bottles
scene. Well, one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way
Yeah, so
better.
way better.
Yeah. Wait,
I have never
not
played
me.
this game before,
Wait, she's
so I'm
wait a
so
minute. Hold
surprised
on, listen
at
to
what
her. She's not stuttering all the time now.
So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence
never
that
mind.
has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Dang, chill.
Oh my god, chill. Jesus.
Jesus.
You don't have to go that hard to her.
Yeah, it's not like you're playing the game. It's not like she's accusing you, even though she takes.
How was it
It's not like
excited?
she's accusing you, even though she doesn't take time
The
for
bottle
stupid
must have been
brain
broken.
to actually find out evidence if you did it or not. She's just the first
Because
person
there
to
was
accuse
evidence at
someone
the
for no
scene that
reason.
supports it.
It's not like she used those negative
That's right.
5 brain cells
We
to
found
actually
evidence
determine
that shows there was
if,
more than
you
just
know,
one
what if
broken
I actually
bottle at the
am the
scene.
killer, or
And
what
what
if,
is this
you know,
evidence?
I'm just being so.
It's the weight. What's the weight? Yeah, I'm gonna look at my bottle experience or experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
Calm down.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
He's gonna have a stroke before this
And
stream
what we
ends.
found was that the collection of pieces was heavier.
Over
And the reason for
Toko.
that is
It's gonna be hilarious.
there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural.
Man.
They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces
Steve
to
Burley,
remove.
would you like to explain to Scott
Why would they have
Dakota?
to try and get rid of it like that
Why?
anyway?
Oh, why?
The scout trade.
I hate
Scott.
Well, guess what? Eat my shoes. Okay?
How about someone? There he goes.
Eat my shoes.
Well, they can't kill everybody because they have a limit. They can only kill two people.
Glad you
Because
used
of
your
what
2
it would
brain cells
reveal
to
about
figure
the
that
case.
out. It's pretty obvious that's the case, Israel. It's not
He didn't
like,
know
it's
this.
been said. Oh.
Dang, dummy.
Oh, I thought, you know, you were asking, I thought you were just saying that just to be dumb. I didn't realize he asked the question, so you should, like,
The
chill.
bottle that was
Small.
removed from the
You have
scene
no
was
reason to
used.
yell at
The
me right
second
now.
wound on
I should yell at
Sakura's
you.
head came from that
I should
second
yell
Yeah,
at
that
you.
was funny.
After that
I should have
It's not
recorded that.
funny, it's-
I should have recorded
Yeah, you
that. That
really
was so
should.
funny.
It was dumb.
Basically, Troy was
This
getting really mad
game
at
hated
you,
me.
and it was the
Given
funniest thing
all
in the
the
world.
evidence, this
I
is
was
the
li-
only
no.
possible conclusion.
No.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only
it
one
was
attack.
stupid.
So they had to
What
get rid of
literally
their
happened
evidence.
was
From there,
I
we
fell
can
off
conclude
my
that it wasn't
skis
Hiro who
because
delivered that
Air
second blow.
decided to hate me.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
I died because I breathed air,
And there's
and
the
then
matter of the
I
magazine.
fell, and now
You
I
must
was
have been in
stuck,
the
and I
rec
never
room when
got
the
to finish
incident
the
took
race.
place.
It was
Wait,
dumb.
I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay.
I would never
fine.
assume
Let's hear
that
it.
Air would just one
Right
day
after
be
I
like,
got
screw
Ogre's
you.
note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I
she
was
said it
waiting
all the
there,
time.
and that's when I saw her.
So,
I saw Toko go into the rec room. Pretty
Good.
soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Maybe she was in the locker. You never know.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
I hate this man.
So,
bro.
Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
The locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
Oh, more bullet. No more elements. Wait, what?
The final strike thing. So you have to so you know how you have to there was more than one evidence for bullets, truth bullets. Now there's more for the final strike. You have to choose the right one.
Oh. Alright. Ugh, these things are... They're not as bad as they were, but...
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you.
I just died. I just died.
No.
Why is there another Toko?
I admit nothing. I curse you.
What about a thing? Wait, I thought I was...
It's a
Oh my god, I
lie.
suck. I suck.
That's enough.
Just realized this now.
Smash the
I
button.
admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you.
Can you explain to me how you forget about some 6 giant bullets in the middle of your, not even the middle, like at
Wait,
the bottom
I
of your
did it.
screen?
Enough.
Locker handprint.
This should prove it.
The noise I hear on my screen is just...
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without
This should
thinking.
prove it!
Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. That voice is way different now. So like, but that's not true. But now she's like, okay. she's gonna try to turn into a level 35 boss right now.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again?
She's going sicko mode.
What do you mean, probably?
She's going sicko mode.
Give us the details, Toko. What happened
Stand
between
back.
you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling, and when I turned around, there was Sakura.
What happened?
Oh, dude, I'm about to put that one. I would be
me.
dead. I would no. I saw that. I would just die.
Oh, are you talking about? Oh, like that.
Oh.
When I saw that blood, I
Oh,
fainted
that part.
right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
This is bad!
Why is she just like, oh, there's two?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
It was Sakura. Oh, God.
Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Dang.
But I just can't can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote. What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
What?
Not yet? Why not
They've
yet?
openly said
Don't you
it!
think there was something odd about Toko's story?
You openly
I
said
mean,
it.
you had to have noticed.
Odd.
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it. Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
My man makes. Oh my god. Android 17. What? Why Android 17?
Wait.
What? Who is? Are you talking about Byakuya? Oh my god! Oh my god! He doesn't like Android 17. I just realized this. Byakuya.
Does it look? You're dumb, Israel. You're dumb.
No,
honestly.
sounds, not looks.
Oh yeah, he does sound.
Yeah, I said yeah. No, now you dumb. I said sound. He's like he doesn't look like him. Like no, I said sound.
I mean, to be fair, it just said it says Android 17. Shut up. You don't know what he meant by look, sound, the way he breathes. I don't know.
He said shut up. How is he gonna tell him? How is he gonna tell him to shut up his looks?
I mean,
exactly. Stupid.
You could call it's calling him a name. Like freaking my friend Justin said that one girl in my school looked like freaking Beetlejuice and into name based on like if somebody looks like Android 17, you can say shut up Android 17. It doesn't have to do with voice. That's why you're called. I swear, I'm gonna make you look Toko's toes if you don't be quiet.
No, you eat Toko's toes. Shut up.
I will get Sakura to break your ball sack.
She's dead.
I'll get the Dragon Balls and bring her back to life.
What in the world? This man. Okay, stabs Sakura's body and then.
Was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the.
And you were taken by So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
He said she smashed her
Right when I
good.
woke up.
Oh my!
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
She smashed her good. They need to watch what they're saying on this. Like, it's so sus.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
First hit her from the back. First it was hit her from the back and now it smashed her.
If the blow by the
Sakura
shelf was the cause of
abused.
death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No,
God dang
I'm
it,
sure
Israel,
she's
you
telling
need
the
to
truth.
stop.
Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
You pervert! Oh my God, Israel.
Oh, the blood. Wait, magazine got blood stain, yeah.
I got it!
I got it!
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the
No,
body
they
after
did
she
not
killed her,
tag
right?
team her.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
I want to see a fight between Fat Boy and Sakura, because they both weigh a ton.
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room. still has yet to be explained.
But no clue
Until we
went
take
against
care of that, we can't say this case has
Why
been
is her
properly
blood
settled.
pink? I don't know. Why is the blood pink?
The blood, everybody, I think it's because, I'm pretty sure, I saw some, like, touches to match the color of the game, like the art style. Because apparently it's like poppy and
That
colorful.
That does not make sense.
That
does not make
still,
sense.
blood is dark red. So, I mean, I guess I see
It's a
it.
cover.
I see why.
This game has multiple colors. That does
So
that statement does not
basically,
make sense.
no, listen. Instead of jumping to conclusions like freaking Mondo does all the time. Listen, so okay, imagine in Fortnite, you shot a guy, just red blood started coming out. Like this blood started coming out. It's just a form of making it either censoring or
That
the
has
match
nothing to do with colors.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
I remember I cut myself with scissors once on accident. I put them on my hand and stepped my finger a little.
That part's easy.
I remember
After she killed Sakura,
I was trying to pick up
Coco
a
just
pencil
hid in
one
the locker
time,
again.
and for some reason,
while everything was all
Gravity
confused and hectic,
was
she
just
just
like,
snuck out
you
of
know
the
what?
locker into the group.
Nah.
No,
Then the
I
eraser
don't think that's
bounced,
possible.
And then I was trying to pick up the pencil, but I slammed my hand hard enough to the point where the pencil just kind of stabbed me in the hand, and it hurt.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
It sucked.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Well, but they didn't know. Wait, but I can't see any blood in her
Where
head.
was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
More information. Wait. Let me go over this. Yeah, monochrome file.
Israel smells like doo-doo.
You eat doo-doo.
You eat Toko's toes as a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You eat Toko toes for that's your favorite cereal, Toko toes.
That's not cereal. Those are toast. There's a difference.
You pour milk on them and eat them.
I don't pour milk on them and eat them.
Yes, you do.
I don't think I could eat shoes raw, so why would I eat toast with milk?
Okay.
Exactly. You
Wait,
can't
no,
answer
I'm-
that question.
What'd you say? Wait, hold on. What'd you say? I didn't
I
know.
eat shoes raw.
That's different from toes. You know, it wasn't me. I saute toes. I don't just eat them right off. I don't eat them raw. I saute them.
I don't eat toes. I eat shoes. Obviously. There's an obvious difference.
Nah, I still think you was. No, Trey. You know, I bet you killed Sakura. I bet you killed her. I don't know why, but I know it was you. You
I'm
know
not
why?
even part of this anime game.
Because you lost in Steep. That's why. That's why. Because you're a level 1 crook and I'm a level 35 boss. That's exactly
Look,
why.
Israel. Steep hates me, okay?
Steve doesn't hate you. You're just bad at it.
Okay, explain to me how does one die from air?
Then explain to me how a video game, one that's not living, can have a passion towards somebody. Oh, okay. Well, see, Dakota says he consumes shirts, so I mean, it makes sense. I mean, everybody has their own thing they eat.
I like how it came from me killing how am I supposed to kill a virtual character if I can't? If a game can't hate me, and I can't kill Sakura. I could kill a copy of a game, but this game, if I don't have a copy, I just download the game.
What was it that killed Ogre?
If it wasn't from Jin, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sock. I can't think of
Because
anything
that's what she
other
looks
than
like.
No,
Yep,
wrong.
I just change on your
Oh,
waifu
you're level
like that,
63
would you
Mafia boss? Oh my god.
According to the
Oh
Monokuma
no,
file,
well guess what?
Sakura had vomited blood.
I'm a level 86 mage and Israel, I swear. Cut it off with the TikTok white people bullcrap.
Trey, don't be
we can
racist.
assume there's a chance this was related to her
I would have
cause
not
of death.
said that. See, it's
fact,
kind of your fault
there was
in a
even a
way.
trace
I
of
will
blood
mute
left
you.
around
I will
her.
mute you.
Well, I mean,
Wow, I
maybe
see how it
If
is.
that's all it was, the file wouldn't
I
have
absorb
specified
money.
vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any
You know how
cuts
bad
inside her
TikTok
mouth.
is? You just think it's a good idea to put TikTok
really
songs.
are
It's
into
not a
dead
TikTok
bodies.
song.
I mean, I get it. I know it's not a TikTok
So
song.
how are you gonna
but-
say that TikTok song?
I mean, it's a TikTok meme, okay?
It's not a TikTok meme. It comes from Instagram. I've seen it many times.
If something's
No,
on
I'm not
TikTok, you
into
just
dead
can't
bodies.
use it ever.
What I'm into is solving
Default death
mysteries.
is stolen money. So,
Yeah, you
so
can't
what you're
default
telling me
ban,
is
so-
that hey, the tracer thing, that was on TikTok. And you know what I did too? Overwatch. I mean, you can't do anything on Overwatch anymore.
Yeah, you can't play Overwatch anymore because they ruined Overwatch by doing
With all the Fortnite things.
It's not,
they
it
put on there
wasn't the
too?
song. It was the TikTok.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Can't play
Sakura
Fortnite
was
anymore.
poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak
You'll
in my
understand
knees.
when you
Oh my
develop
God.
more than negative
was
8 brain
poisoned?
cells.
Yeah,
It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain
meme.
exactly how
The
the culprit
meme.
was able to...
You can explain it?
Lay meme.
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is
that's
divided up into
it.
3
I
sections,
ate you
A,
today.
B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle
like-
of poison
I feel
mixed
like
in with all
Sakura
those
did-
nutritional
Oh my god, I'm getting
Because-
flashbacks to the cringy Sonic movie.
What cringy Sonic movie?
There's like, well, you know everything I'm gonna do? Well, I know everything you're gonna do. Strange, isn't it? That?
I remember something like that, but I don't remember where exactly it was from.
It was a Sonic OVA. Strange, isn't it?
Oh, that one! That I remember it now.
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah, I could have put the bottom.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just
It's
swallowed
normal
poison!
to drink poison.
We need to
I
make him
mean,
spit it
like,
out!
You can't
The
drink
flavor
poison.
certainly makes me want
You
to
just
spit it
have
out.
no place.
What's so high quality
Just
about
can't
this stuff?
Like you're just not
What are you talking about?
smart.
I'm
Like
talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
It's protein powder.
Poison is normal.
Correct.
You can drink
That
bread
wasn't poison
and
in the
eat
bottle,
shoes,
but harmless protein
in this
powder.
case,
Which
he
makes
ate
one
shirts.
wonder, the poison that should have been in that
So,
bottle,
I mean, if
where
you
did
just
it
can't
go?
drink poison without suffering the consequences, manage to die doing it, then you just can't, then there's no way you can play Fortnite. I just...
Another
I'm
hangman
obviously
gambit?
going. Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, what? Hold on. What is this supposed to say?
Wait, I need to check. I need to see.
Hold on, let me look at the dialogue before. I can't. Alright. Well.
Oh, snap. Poison... It says it's... I know it's poison. Poison, Poison drink. Poison drink.
But it can't be because it says P then O.
Oh,
Wait.
snap.
Oh, protein drink. Oh.
I didn't see that big O there. I have a big boy brain, trust me.
I don't like the protein. Right,
Oh yeah, protein.
I'm right.
Obviously.
I missed that one. We'll talk about it.
See guys, I'm normally smart. I just sometimes you lose brain cells when you hang out with Israel.
And
Isn't that right, Israel?
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison.
That is sad. It really swapped.
I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Don't say it was Hina.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Shoe prints. Hey. That one?
I got it!
Yep. Okay, yeah, I can tell
Footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
I broke my sticky notes.
Broke her sticky
What's
notes.
more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the
No, they
poison.
split in half.
The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Oh!
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer, what?
Yep.
No! No!
I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here
Nani?
I got it!
Even big
Me
girls
and
die
Hina are
too.
the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why
Baby
you...
girl, no. I thought you were gonna click on Leon.
If
I
the
was
footprints
literally
didn't
gonna
belong
beat
to
you up.
Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
It was obviously Leon, bro. Like he died. He's a
Exactly,
ghost.
bro.
Duh.
You know,
It's
yeah,
obviously
he's a
him.
ghost. Yeah, ghost
Plus,
carries
Hina's been
Tim's
acting
around,
strange ever since
obviously.
the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime
It's
on
not
someone
Makoto,
else,
he's the main
haven't you?
character, you idiot.
He doesn't know this, Trey. We're being mean.
But everyone knows that main characters have plot armor. Like, that's just a fact.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you?
How do you
The
feel,
game we're
Israel?
playing
How
here
do you
isn't so
feel?
kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person
would be an
alive
amazing
would
plot
sacrifice
twist.
themselves for
But you
another.
just can't kill
In the
main
end, we're all
characters.
in it for ourselves.
What if it turned out Makoto wasn't the main character and it was actually like Kyoko or something? What if it's a side character?
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura
Your
to save
answers
herself.
to these questions.
You
Just
say that,
unreal right
but I'm
now.
still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it.
Well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
But it could be something like... If I thought about it, okay, maybe she's just depressed and wants to get it over with. It's like, man, I don't want to live no more, and she's just saying that. I don't know.
And if I do?
Neji.
Impossible.
What does
She
Neji
switched
have
out
to
the
do?
mixtures. She's the
What does
culprit.
Neji
There's
have
no
to
way
do
you
with
can doubt
anything?
this.
Are you sure about that?
I get it,
Even
he's
ignoring
dead,
the fact that I
but
don't want to
what's that
believe
have
it.
to do with anything?
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Wait, hold on. So basically, this is a weird. Cause now she's like, yeah, it was me. Just say it was me.
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, Right away, I went to section C
Obviously.
and got the poison.
Nobody else is expecting.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
That's true.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
Till you figure that out. This case.
Oh my god.
So puts in the powder. Big Mac.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved
First
from
I went to
section
section
C
C.
to section A.
No, that's wrong.
You're wrong, Israel. You wanna know why you're wrong?
Well, I'm wrong.
You said you went to get the poison from section
'cause I
C.
said so.
And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Okay.
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movement?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Ooh, got him. Got skills.
Before I
Kill 'em.
explain that part,
Wait, what?
I'd like to submit some new evidence.
Oh, no.
New
stop.
evidence?
Don't touch
Impossible, there
Ugh.
can't be.
Are you
Rock
sure?
punch.
After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Oh, there is.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this. It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
Oof, get
I
roasted.
couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Why do I gotta do everything?
Fine. If you really do know,
'Cause,
explain the
you're
meaning
the
of
main
that shard of
character.
glass.
And stop complaining like a little girl. Does that answer your question?
Dre, I'm gonna mute you.
I'm sorry, it was a
'Cause you're being
joke.
toxic.
It was a joke. I'm sorry. I'll give you goldfish crackers.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
Israel, do it for the goldfish crackers.
You're
What
right.
do I need to do?
It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
Don't
How did
mute
a
me.
shard of glass
Then you'll
from the
get
window
goldfish
get
crackers.
inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Oh, hold on, wait, what? I don't know. I don't even know.
got it!
Oh, I got the right one.
the
Well,
bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say
That
the
was
protein can was
dumb.
put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
he's mad. Oh. Oh, I don't know this evidence. Got him with that pop. Hit him with that young
Veggie
walkthrough.
sauce.
Danganronpa trial 4 walkthrough.
I'm done. I'm done.
What?
Nothing. It's none of your business. You loser.
Oh wow. In the Japanese version they cuss a lot more.
Ooh, interesting. I love it when they do a good cuss.
When it comes to that protein
Oh,
can...
shoot. Alright. So it's empty protein thing, or yeah, this one.
There's not a doubt in my
And it's
until
the
though.
last
It
one.
absolutely was.
So you're sick.
Someone planted it there after we got the.
No. It had to have been in there the whole time!
Like I know from experience.
It had to be!
It was in there before the...
Oh, I almost just missed
No,
that.
he's wrong.
Oh, no.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces
No,
weren't
that's
just
wrong.
scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken.
So why?
So it had to be
Because it's
after
wrong?
we got into the room.
Yeah, because he's having a god complex. He's like,
So that's your
if I'm not wrong,
explanation.
then why do I even
Earlier,
exist
when you
in this
asked
game?
if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that
But
were
you
the
gotta
case,
realize,
that would explain the
you
can
know
being on
he's-
top of the glass.
So
A
you
smart
asked everyone
person
about it
doesn't
to
mean he's
eliminate
good at
that
everything.
possibility
Like,
right out of the gate.
he's not
And
good
that's
at
made
attracting
everything
the right
clear,
kind of people.
hasn't it?
Like, if you
As long
attract
as it was a
Doko,
locked
then you-
room,
then you
it only
must-
contained
then
the
you must
bottle
have
of
a curse.
poison,
Like,
and not the protein
if
can.
you attract Sakura, then
But once
you
the
have
room
a,
was opened
then
up,
you were
they
blessed
were
by
switched,
God.
and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle
You were
of
blessed
poison
by
returned to
God.
the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
She wanted to
No,
die.
that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
See, look at Byakuya using his manners.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking
Proud
about?
of him. Not
There's
really.
no way.
On the
Yeah, she's a
contrary,
butthole.
we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Dang.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong!
Oh, I
You're
forgot she
wrong!
did
I'm
that.
telling you, I did it! Stop
She also
talking!
did die. Oh, moment of
You're a
moment of
liar!
truth.
Wrong! You're wrong!
Let's see how bad you suck at rhythm.
Wrong! You're wrong!
I'm hitting the V!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong!
Oh.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
I can't. Wait, what? Hold on. It didn't let me switch the bullet.
That's because there's probably not one more. Maybe there's not 2 bullets. There might be just 1. Oh my God, Israel, you're a bot. If you can't use the bullet, then there might only be 1 bullet. I'm actually really disappointed.
There can also
in
be
you.
a
Don't
glitch
you-
as well, though.
I mean, it could be a glitch, but I
You never
think
know
it's
with these
not.
things.
I hate you!
You're a mod. Okay, I went there.
Don't call me a mod.
You're a
You suck
liar!
penis.
Wrong!
Me.
You're
I don't
wrong!
suck a penis.
Stop talking! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Do you have
This should prove it.
I guess here's no voices.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Man, you really were just a
It
bot
did.
after all, then.
The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
I mean, you're a mod, you suck penis,
That
not
powder
me.
was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura. What else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
I won't go
And it was
back
only
to
on our
school
instinct,
tomorrow
right?
because
Sakura must have been standing
gonna
right
be-
there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the
I mean,
shelf
it's not
wasn't
like
Hina,
my
but
grades are
Sakura.
bad or anything. I just don't want.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing,
I
which
need
is
to-
how she was able
I
to
feel like
avoid
the
getting
reason
it
why
all over
Mira-
herself. But the powder still
finding,
got scattered around,
the
and
Danganronpa
some of it
series
must
is
have
because
wound up
Kingdom
on her
Hearts
Insta.
3. You need to
Is there any
beat
problem
those
with
games
my
before
thinking?
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C
To
in
have
the
a
first
good
place? The only
hour or
explanation is
5.
that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me!
You know I'm gonna play that on the hardest.
I killed her!
No, you didn't kill
You know
her.
I'm gonna try hard in Kingdom Hearts games.
Select someone. Wait, no, I think he's actually closer this way. Or not. Ah. Okay, I'm so smart.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room. I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until
look
we
at that,
came and opened
Israel.
it.
Aren't you glad
At
you
that
play this
point,
game?
Someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door, because you already knew Sakura was dead, and because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were. You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room... While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of acts. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No.
What?
No. No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right.
There's
We
more?
have to end this properly.
Oh, okay. Fucking. Alright, well, time to bust out the walkthrough.
No, I could tell. Nah, actually, I can't. I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's one with Byakuya. That one.
I
And
got
then-
nay-nayed.
Then it's Toko. It looks like Toko in the locker, or Toko going into the locker. Then he smashed the bottle over Sakura's head. Hey. Seems a little odd that... Man, Sakura's a freaking beast, though. Like, she took 2 bottles to the head and then she survived and just killed herself on purpose. Like, Sakura's the GOAT, bro. Best character. Then him writing Toko. And then that means I don't get to see any freaking cool execution this time. That sucks. In the magazine. What's the magazine? Right there. Dang. And then what's this next one? That is the one with the mono. This one, yeah. Then it's her holding the poison. That freaking sucks. That sucks balls, man. And then
The killer is you! This case...
Alright, we just put over this whole thing, so I mean, I don't feel like doing this part.
And she found it. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, He grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine to that end, Toko, by writing. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma, and that explains.
Israel, I realize
But
I'm
even
dumb.
after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's
Israel.
actual cause of death?
I just realized my
It was
my
the
remote
poison
died.
that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath.
That sucks.
Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snacked. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty. It was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Dang.
I thought she was gonna say the A word.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still
wasn't
haven't
that
voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong
So who
one?
would be the blackened? Would it? Cause Sakura, it has to be someone who killed someone. Sakura
What's it
killed
gonna
herself.
be?
Nope,
What's
Sakura
it
would be the
gonna
blackened.
be?
So if they got that wrong, they all just die, and no one wins. They
Yeah.
all lose.
Yeah, that's just a sad truth. You're just gonna have to accept that fact.
Should at least write like a note or something. That the whole thing would be easy.
Okay. My end.
What did you... Come on. What are you thinking?
Don't be mean!
What is this? You should have been the one to... What?
Michael.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god.
What?
The suicide note.
That's not the real suicide note. Just like to let you know that that's not the real suicide note.
No forgiveness! I can't forgive.
But,
Hina. They're friends.
I can't forgive this.
Why? What are you saying? I won't forgive you. Why?
I just realized I shouldn't be doing
Hina.
that.
Hina.
Huh?
I have some protein.
Please. Why? Why?
Dang.
Why? Why?
No. Oh my god, I'm dumb.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
What is... What are you saying?
In other words, yes indeed.
What the heck?
Of course. Yep.
Oh.
Too bad. It's true.
Huh?
Unbelievable. Well now, well now, well now. Damn it! Pung, pung! Phew! Shing!
And?
What are you gonna do? Hey, hey! But hold on.
Enough already.
Yes, indeed.
As you
I thought I
know,
washed my
I've been
hair,
giving
so
information to
don't
the
you just
one
hate
who's
it, Israel?
imprisoned
Don't you
you
just
here.
hate it when you get haircuts? And the hair just like...
You see, the mastermind took control
Just-
of my family's
Since
dojo
your hair
and
is
demanded I
naturally
become
poofy,
their
it
tool.
just kind of like gets in there and you have to wash
I
it to
couldn't
get
let
all
it be
the
destroyed under
cut
my
hair
watch.
out.
So even if it meant my own
Sucks.
life, I
And
had
then
to
when you try to
protect
sleep
it.
on your pillow
That's
and
how
there's
I
hair
saw
still in there,
things.
you have to turn your pillow.
And
so
what
you,
the
it's just
mastermind
dumb,
wanted from
stupid.
me was nothing less than murder.
It's also annoying when you also get it trimmed because now it's not like there's just hair on the sides of your hair. There's hair on top, everywhere, and it sucks.
Well, I don't have hair on. Like, I don't get hair on top, so he doesn't cut the top.
Yeah, you have your weird
However,
hairstyles.
as I lived here
Just
with all
kidding,
of
it's
you,
not.
as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken. I cannot betray those who would call me their friend. I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat.
Israel,
I've made
I
my
remember
decision.
this
I'm
one time
going to
my friend
resist
told
you.
me that he went to the hospital because the hole started bleeding.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness. So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
Oh my god, can we like get to his
My own situation has started
death
having an
animation
effect on more, which is exactly what
already?
the mastermind.
Alright, we already know all this. What execution?
Huh? No
Oh
way!
yeah, you don't know.
Correct.
Too strong.
If you skip it,
However,
an execution.
Finally,
Just skip all of it
Hina,
until you get
I
to the
want to-
execution. You'll find out.
But what do you got? Oh.
Dang, that's...
Too bad. Huh?
Despite Sakura
Say what?
being like one of the ugliest characters in the game, she's actually just best girl.
Exactly.
You know?
Cause Hina, are you understand how she feels? She just wants everyone to die. And Sakura, like, she didn't kill no one.
What do you want? How
She
strange.
Are they
just
gonna
did
jump
it.
him?
She did it.
Hey!
I mean, they're not gonna jump him. He would body them. If Sakura's not here, why would they? You think they would body? Sakura has to be there. Like,
Well, Hina probably is the next runner-up that could actually do something to him, besides Sakura.
yeah, but.
And
but
then
remember
third is
who
my
bodied-
man, is, you know, is
remember who
Makoto.
bodied Hina? Remember who bodied Hina?
Well, that's different because she had
Genocide.
a weapon.
Sakura is a weapon.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Naturally. Don't make me repeat myself.
What?
It's all clear now.
Yeah,
Hey.
when he means he's gonna quit the game, he's actually not gonna quit. He just said that. I don't know why. Like, I was like, is he gonna die? No. He just said
You
it.
want me to
for no
punish you
reason.
guys?
Punishment time.
There's no meaning behind that.
But wrong.
Time for the execution. I didn't see this coming.
Yoo-hoo! Let's give it every.
Then we had another Monokuma or something. What? Alter ego? No, but Alter Ego didn't do anything wrong.
I know. guess they needed a death animation just to have a death animation.
Oh no!
Phew.
Can't have. I'm gonna leave this party as soon as I. Oh no!
But
That's what I sound like when I eat shit. Shit is.
I'm gonna do my best.
Oh, you know, remember Lewis?
Yeah.
He hasn't been for like the past. I think it was a month. He hasn't been to school. So when he showed up, I was like, "Where have you been?" He said, "On a cruise." I was like, you're saying that you went on a cruise in the middle of school, like when school's in, where you have to get your good grades in. No, you decided to go on.
Just as I thought.
Actually...
What are you thinking?
Yep. Phew. Hey,
Waha.
Very nice. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Well? Uh-huh.
What?
Yep.
Postscript. What is a postscript? Oh.
Hello.
Can't have a Danganronpa game without Monokuma. Like if there's no Monokuma, then that's just not a Danganronpa game. Scout Dakota, more like Scout Danganronpa. Yeah. You get it? Cause his
Wait a
last name
minute.
starts with...
Hold on. Was I never even said
What?
with Kyoko? Remember in the I think it was last chapter or the chapter before last chapter.
What?
It happened before last chapter. She was like, "What did you do to me?" or something. She knew he did something to her, but didn't say what it was.
You'll find out. She did to everyone. Wink, wink, nudge,
You
nudge.
guys? Too bad.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
Well?
Have you ever sucked a snake? Just wondering. Shh. It's not like I'm weird or anything. It's just a question.
Oh, so that's the shot to all over.
Who? Hey.
Yo.
I like how one person caused 89 comments.
Yes.
I know. Dang.
Not possible. Stop talking.
Sorry.
Holy crap, can we skip the dialogue until we get, like...
no,
It's
no,
not
no.
going anywhere now. It's just, oh no, I feel bad. Let's all just have a friendship hug and forget about all this ever happening. Like, I get it. We have to find out why they did it, and we have to have a little pity conversation. But why does it have to be that? Well, like, I feel like 30 minutes of the trial is just a pity conversation. And why they done it. And of course,
As such, soon the
this
door's
thing.
okay then.
Oh, snap! That scared me.
Like, what?
Kyoko?
What are you doing?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
It's true. Whew. Hey. Correct.
I never knew. I never knew.
Makoto.
I never took Kyoko like one of those types. You know, those types.
So...
Talk to her.
Goodbye.
Wait, what?
The reaction thing. The reaction thing. That'll never be used again.
Oh my gosh, it's getting intense.
Yeah, this is what leaves suspense to the next chapter that makes you want to play it more. Because of the end of the trials after the end of the chapter, near the end of the chapter after the trials.
What's this? Damn it! Hey!
Use some freaking shoes.
Unbelievable.
Use some freaking shoes.
Just a second.
You guys?
Wait, what?
It's true. Hey. Shall we go? Goodbye. Whew. Goodbye. Mukuro Ikusaba.
Huh?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Her? What?
What are you hyperventilating about? Oh, that thing. The surviving students thing.
What? That's literally insane.
Yeah, I know.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro
Well,
Ikusaba,
I'm getting
the
off now.
16th student. The
Yeah.
one
Actually,
they call
I need
the
to save my
ultimate
game
despair.
because I'm playing
Watch
the
out for
third
her.
game. Scoop, scoop. Shoes. Gotta eat some freaking shoes.
What? Alright. Hold on. Please, okay. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I definitely enjoyed it. That was insane. But yeah. So remember 100 subs by the end of the year. 10-hour Minecraft stream. But but yeah, so I hope you guys liked it. I'm out. Peace.